Second segment. Chef Michael is on. Chef Michael looking good, looking fresh. What's up, man? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, Alex. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Can't wait to see what's your take on this last qualifying round before the players from Europa League. As you guys know, me and Chef Michael will preview every week the Europa League rounds. I don't know if exactly they will be every week. I think that it will be once at 2 weeks. But now, before the group stage, we have the qualifications, and they are every week. And I have a surprise. Chef Michael will be joining us for the Serie A rundown. So, Michael and myself are the guys to watch if you want Europa League and Serie A this season. Of course, hosted by Natalie, our lovely host, and the person who is working the most behind the scenes for us to have everything we love and to be ready for the season. What's up, Michael? Tell me some words about this new season. I'm sure that you, as us, are very happy for the new season to be here. I talked with Martin. He's very happy for the Premier League season. They have the first round down this Thursday. First round of the week of the season is this week. So, but next week we have some other top five leagues in Europe kicking off. So, what are your expectations from this season?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. I can't wait to see the another year-long battle between City and Liverpool. Hopefully, can Liverpool can top them this time around. Looking to see how in the Bundesliga how Dortmund and Bayern get out. I think Dortmund losing Pulisic, um, and Bayern losing a few guys retiring. I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play out. And also, I'm very curious to see how Ronaldo and Sarri is going to fare over there in Juventus.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I love the Dortmund against Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup. What an exciting match! I think that the score is a lie because we should have at least 6, 7 goals in that match. Many lost opportunities from both sides, but I was happy at the end because I'm a Bayern fan. I'm a Dortmund fan, despite the fact that you see in my back the Bayer ball. I have some new balls coming in. I ordered them last week, so they will be here in a day or two. Also a poster with Messi here. This is why I left this gap, and many other surprises. So anyway, let's start our Europa League rundown. The better teams are in this stage right now. We are one stage before the playoffs, so some better sides joined the second tier teams, let's say. But you never know in Europa League because we might have many upsets going on. Um, we have again 4 matches. Michael. 4 matches myself, and I will start with Michael. Obviously, also Martin, also Michael are talking about a Romanian team here. Martin talked about Cluj. Michael will talk about Universitatea Craiova. This is how it's pronounced. So be careful what you're saying. They are playing at home against AEK Athens, or AEK Athens, how the Greeks are saying. Interesting match. Both squads, basically, AEK in the second leg will play without supporters. Craiova right here after a match with Honved from Hungary, and it happened a mess there with the referee hit by a flare and some other stuff. Lighter from the court with the Romanian crazy fans throwing stuff at him. So we don't have a decision on either they will play without crowd or not. But as it looks like, they they will escape this round, and probably if they will qualify further in the competition, they will pay their debts there and play without the supporters. But it's very interesting to know AEK will play the second leg without supporters because of problems they created in the previous matches. What do you have for us for this game?
Yeah, just like you said, they're going to be missing some key people in the second leg, so I expect them to try to come out here and take care of business in this first leg. Craiova, I mean, they're unbeaten in the qualifying so far, but I really don't think they've been tested to where the level that Ajax is going to bring them. I mean, it's just Ajax, they've won 6 of the last 10 on the road, and Craiova is coming off the loss, like you just mentioned. I think the price for Ajax at 2.25 looks pretty good. I mean, Ajax should be pretty rested. They haven't played. They've been playing friendlies for the past month or so. They should be pretty ready and fresh to go in there and handle business in this first leg. So 2.25 looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think that you're underestimating a little bit Craiova, but best of luck with your bet here. Again, I'm not a supporter of Craiova, but they have football in them. This season, I think that they are playing better than last season. AEK, yes, they transferred some interesting players this season, but I think that they need some time to adapt. I think that a good way to play this game is both teams to score. It just came to me right now. Let me check the odds for this one. Both teams to score at 2.02 with a Unibet. 4 important players Craiova are missing: Kolic, Renato Kolic, Baiku, Gardosh, and Mihaila, who are all 4 injured. But I think that they have a good attacking firepower, and in front of their crazy fans, they should be able to find the back of the net against an AEK team who are coming here to attack. They are not the same team like Honved from Hungary that parked the bus in the second leg in Romania, and that's why Craiova had to win that game on penalties. So 2.003, a lean of mine, let's say, on that game. Going further with Michael on Brondby versus Braga, a Danish team against a Portuguese team. A really interesting matchup here. Tell us, what do you have on this match?
I was kind of leaning to both teams to score on this also. Both teams can put some goals in the net. Brondby coming out of Denmark, they've only lost 2 matches in the last 10. However, Braga not particularly in good form away from home. They're coming off 2 draws and 2 wins in friendlies. However, I don't like Braga on the road. They haven't played a meaningful road match since early May. So again, I think the price here, I think we're getting a good price on Brondby at 2.62. I think that looks pretty good to me at home, coming off welcoming Braga away from home.
2.7, the best odds on the market right now with Unibet for the Danish side. The Danish side who arrested some of their key players last weekend, actually yesterday, against the Horsens in their domestic league, and lost at home 2-1. They beat Legia Dansk in the last qualifying round in Europa League without any problems there. In the extra time of the second leg, scoring 2 goals in the extra time. So yeah, it's an interesting price on them. I would probably play this one just not to risk it so much with a draw no bet option at 1.98 to cover ourselves, almost to doubling your money there. Next on my list is AEK Larnaca from Cyprus against the Belgium side, Gent, whom they played the Romanian side, Viitorul Constanța, Hagi's team, last round, and I know them very good. I saw them also last round in their domestic league, and I predicted their win also there. Gent a great team, a great attacking side. Larnaca, yes, you will say they won against Levski Sofia, but is in the Balkans here, Romania, Bulgaria, these kind of teams like Cyprus are not at the same level. For example, with the Greek sides, who, in my opinion, are a little bit one class above them, like the Turkish sides, who are two classes above them, let's say. I believe that Gent should get the job done here and return home with the win. I'm playing it safe at 1.6, draw no bet here, and I'm looking also at Gent total team goals over 1.5, despite AEK Larnaca keeping 4 clean sheets in a row. Gent have a massive attacking firepower, and I think that they should get the job done in this one. Let's continue a bet that we are both on that. Haugesund from Norway against PSV from the Netherlands. PSV with a bad, let's say, kickoff to their season. They were knocked out from the Champions League qualifiers by Basel. They kicked off their Eredivisie season with a 1-1 draw against away at Twente. They lost the Super Cup against Ajax in 2 weeks ago, 2-0. So I think it's time for them to bounce back in Norway, and I think that they have the weapons to do it at 1.61 right now with a Bet365. Yes, they lost Luke de Jong in the summer transfer window, but they still have a lot of skillful players ready to bounce back at 1.61 against a team from Norway without an European experience there. So I'm all over PSV in this one. What about you, Michael?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take a different route. I think both teams can find the back of the net here, and we get both teams to score right now 1.9. PSV obviously aren't in very good form. They've lost 5 of their last 10 matches, and since getting bounced out from the Champions League, they just haven't done much of anything. I think they'll probably let in a goal here. I think they can probably score a couple themselves. Just to be safe, I'm going to take both teams to score at 1.9.
Also an interesting price, and I think that, like you said, we'll see goals. An interesting price, over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.9 looks also good. So maybe combine it and to make it an Alex Classic in the end, around 2.2, both teams to score, and over 2.5 goals in the match. Next, I'm going again in Belgium, back in Belgium, Antwerp, with a Romanian coach, Laszlo Belloni, a great legend in Romania, who is one of the best coaches, the Romanian coaches. He's coaching for a long time in Belgium, and I think that with Antwerp, he's having the best results in his coaching career in Belgium. Antwerp, the surprise package of the last season in Belgium, they finished with the Europa League. In a Europa League spot, they now host Plzen. They kicked off their domestic league with 8 goals scored in 2 matches, but they also conceded in every match, so one goal conceded. Plzen, on the other side, they lost in the Champions League against Olympiacos Pireu in Greece 4-0. Very poor performance. I've seen the match. Very poor from Plzen. 0 shots on the target. They were very heavily beaten, destroyed in Greece. I'm seeing not the same outcome like in Greece, because Olympiacos Pireu are the Greek giants there, so on their turf against their crowd, they can beat everyone there. But Antwerp are a quality side. Everyone is underestimating them, and I think that last season I was with the Dinamo Zagreb, and I did a lot of profit with Dinamo Zagreb in Europa League. They went till the knockout stages. in after the group stage. This year, I'm going with Antwerp. This is my dark horse in Europa League. At 2.25 at home against Plzen, I will take them all day long. So here is this. I think that this is one of my best bets for Europa League on Thursday. Continuing, going back in Denmark, because I don't know what we have today with Belgium and Denmark. It's the second time we are going back in Denmark. We love that country. Midtjylland, however you want to pronounce it. I like to say it Midtjylland, but some of the people are saying Midtjylland against the Rangers. What a matchup here. Rangers are not Celtic, but are not bad either. They should really, the name talks for them, you know. They have some interesting players, also a great coach. So against a Danish team, but also this Danish team is not as easy as it looks on paper. And the Rangers, I don't know what to say. What do you say? I don't have anything on this match, but I'm really waiting for you to have your opinion on this one.
Yeah, I think this is a clash of two different styles of play. Midtjylland like to keep it tight. I mean, 5 of the last 10 have been to the unders. Keeping 6 clean sheets in there. The Rangers, I like watching this team play. They go forward with a lot of pace and they score a lot of goals. So it's going to be interesting to see which style of play dominate this match. I like Rangers. I've been on them the past couple of rounds. I like Rangers draw no bet at 2.1.
Rangers draw no bet at 2.1. That's a great value bet. I think that both teams are in also for goals in this one. If you guys love the goals market, I think that we should see both teams scoring, and I will really, I really see that coming at 1.8. Again, a great bet in my opinion. Next 2 matches, I will be fast. Vaduz from Liechtenstein, a team from Liechtenstein, but they are playing in the Swiss second tier league. So in the Challenge League in Switzerland against Eintracht Frankfurt. I really don't understand the price on Eintracht Frankfurt here. 1.37, amazing for a treble. 1.4 actually with Bet365. Who is reading my treble bets? By the way, my treble bets, we are trying to make it 6 from 6. They both won last week, both won 2 weeks ago, and you can check my Twitter page or the odds market Twitter page because my treble article is already up, and I have Eintracht Frankfurt there because I really think that everybody should be very high on Eintracht Frankfurt against a team from Liechtenstein. Yes, they are playing in Switzerland in the second tier league, but we are talking about a Bundesliga side. Yes, you will tell me that they lost Luka Jovic, they lost Sebastian Haller, but they still have plenty of firepower in them to beat a team from Liechtenstein. So I'm going with minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 2.4 with Unibet. And last on the Europa League card, Espanyol traveling in Switzerland for a match against a team in the top tier league in Switzerland. Espanyol, a great La Liga side. Luzern against Espanyol. Luzern lost against the Servet Geneva in the last round 1-0, and I don't think that they have the necessary weapons to pull off the upset and beat Espanyol. Espanyol easily against Stjarnan from Iceland in the last round, 7-1 on the aggregate, and I think that we are in again for 2 wins in both legs from Espanyol. So I have Espanyol at 1.73, one of my top tips from Europa League. Before we wrap up the show, let's recap the Europa League best bets for Thursday. For Thursday, by the way, the first Premier League rundown with Natalie, Flash, and Martin. Michael, what do you have for us, the top tips for Europa League on Thursday?
I got AEK at 2.25, Brondby at 2.62. Haugesund and PSV both teams to score 1.9, and Rangers draw no bet at 2.1.
That's brilliant. I have Gent at 2.2 against Larnaca. Gent with the draw no bet at 1.6 in Cyprus there. PSV at 1.61 on the road in Norway against Haugesund. Antwerp to beat Plzen at home on their turf at 2.25 with a Unibet. I have Eintracht Frankfurt minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap against Vaduz from Liechtenstein. Again, I'm repeating that Vaduz are playing in the second tier Swiss League at 2.1 for Eintracht Frankfurt there. And I have Espanyol again in Switzerland on the road at 1.73 to beat Luzern. Michael will be back with us next Monday for the second leg of the Europa League qualifying stages. I will be back with you guys tomorrow with Snice Master and Tennis Pilot to preview the Rogers Cup, the WTA, and the ATP, to talk about the outright bets, to give our best picks for both women's and men's side, with great results for both Snice and Tennis Pilot last week. They will be writing articles for us over at Odds Market on weekly basis for tennis. On Wednesday, we have Craig with the golf and the UFC boys, Dave and Jason. And of course, Thursday, Natalie will be back. I think that she misses hosting, and she will host the Premier League Rounddown, the Premier League Panthers show here at Sportsbet Daily, the first round of fixtures in England in the top flight league, Premier League, with great matchups, and Flash and Martin will join her. That's about it for today. See you next week, Michael, and thank you once again for joining us and sharing your best bets with us.
Thanks, Alex. I'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.